Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone doing? First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for making it out here. I want to thank the corporate team. I want to thank Jim Winkler and Kevin Buckman for giving me this opportunity to be here. Very humbled and honored to be staying on stage right now, even though this moment has went over and over in my head like a million times already. I've already been here a million times. I knew I was going to be here. And eventually, I did everything I could just to put me in position to be here right now. So thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Jim. Thank you once again. So for you guys that don't know who I am, yes, he's another Asian guy standing on stage. And no, my name is not Benson Chen, okay? Even though I love that guy, all right? My name is Nguyen. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story of how I got started in this business, how I got to this point now in my career in this business. For you guys that were in Ocean City with me and heard me on stage and shared my story, all right, you guys, who was in Ocean City? Anyone in Ocean City? And you guys heard my story. It all starts with gratitude and understanding where you come from. And I feel very privileged to come from the Philly team, but most importantly, to be attached to the Flushing team. Team Flushing. And in this business, for all of you guys that are sitting here right now, that are guests or that are first-timers, and you guys feel, a little tired, why do we have all these meetings? Why are we sitting here all the time? And you guys are, oh, my cousin dragged me out, my mom dragged me out, my brother dragged me out, my best friend dragged me out. You guys should have some gratitude and understand that it's very, I guess they thought very highly of you for you to get brought here right now, because this is a very special moment for you. This is a very special moment for all of us. Okay, in the beginning, when I first looked at this business, actually, I didn't even look at this business. I was kind of tricked to look at this business. It's a very funny story. I'm a traditional business owner, so me and my brother, we have traditional businesses. I owned a restaurant, a pho restaurant, which is a Vietnamese restaurant, and we used to own a Hollywood Tans, which is a franchise. So while we were owning a Hollywood Tans and running the Vietnamese restaurant, my mom started this company that was called Market America. So my mom started this company. I didn't know what it was. So my mom and my Aunt Linda, over there, my Aunt Linda's here with me, started this company called Market America. They told me to take a look at it because I was in the business and I was, always trying to invest into new things. And I told them no, because it's one of those. I'm not going to look at it. There's no point. There's no reason. Why am I going to spend my time and waste my time to look at a business that only took my mom $1,000 to invest into? Okay, so there was no reason for me to look at it. So one day, while I was in my restaurant, working a 14-hour day, my Aunt Linda and my mom came in and said, hey, our cousins are over here, your aunt's here, they're going to help take care of the restaurant. Let's take a family vacation and go down to Miami. You guys know what's in Miami, right? It's not just the Miami Heat. You guys know what's in Miami. So I say, okay, let's go to Miami. I got my flight. I got on a plane. Went to Miami. It was funny because my mom wasn't on the same flight with me. She said, I'm going to go after. Just go down there first, okay? So I go down to Miami. I jump off the plane. A bus picks me up. I jump on a bus. So I get on this bus. I was like, okay, I didn't have to get on a shuttle, didn't have to do anything. There was just a bus waiting there. So I get on this bus, and there's a bus full of Chinese people. Whole bunch of Chinese people. I was like, why am I on a bus full of Chinese people right now in Miami when I'm supposed to be looking at, hot Miami girls, right? So I'm on this bus full of Chinese people. As soon as I get on the bus, they're just speaking Chinese. For you guys that don't know, I'm Vietnamese, so I do not understand a word of Chinese. The only thing I understand is that as soon as they go, whatever they're saying, she, di, whatever, at the end of it, they go, how? Right? Every phrase, how? And then the whole bus goes crazy and goes, how? And everyone just goes crazy. So I get off of this bus, and I end up, in a hotel full of more Chinese people. And everyone's just running around all crazy, same colored shirts. I go in the hotel, 3 shirts get thrown at me, a green, a yellow, and a red one. They tell me to put one on, I put one on. I don't know what the heck's going on, right? I get put into a room with 3 Chinese guys that I don't know. I never met a day in my life. And they're telling me how lucky I am to be here, that I should be grateful, that I should have gratitude for being down here at this convention. So I said, okay, I'm here. I paid my money. I spent money to be here. Let's might as well make the best of it, okay? So I go to sleep. You know, I got my rest. I went and hung out in South Beach, whatever. I got rest. So I come in at like 2 in the morning because we're in Miami. So while I'm laying in my bed, 4:30 in the morning, the Chinese guy starts waking me up. He's pushing me. I'm like, yo, get away from me. He's just pushing me. And then when I wake up, he's like, we got to get ready. I was like, for what? The convention. I looked at the ticket. It said 9:30. I said, why are we waking up at 4:30? If you guys don't know Team Flushing, you have to wake up at 4:30. That's the rule. Right? So that's the rule. We wake up at 4:30. So wake up at 4:30. Everyone's getting dressed. Everyone's getting ready. They put this purple drink in front of me. I'm drinking it. I show up at the convention center, right? Convention center at 7 o'clock in the morning. The doors don't open till 9:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm there. There's a circle full of Chinese people with a microphone speaking Chinese that I don't understand. So I'm sitting there not understanding anything. So as I'm sitting there, I get in the convention center. I sit and I see thousands and thousands of people with the same goal, with the same drive, with the same vision. And I kind of start understanding a little bit more. You know, I see the corporate team that's been together since the beginning. I see, you know, JR sharing his experience, Lauren Reidinger, you know, Kevin Buckman, which I love Kevin Buckman, right? The most honest man in the business. And they're sharing their stories, and they're showing the future of this business and the vision, and I slowly fall in love with this business. I slowly fall in love with these people around me that are pushing me to accomplish something. So as I'm sitting there at convention, day 1, day 2, day 3, I finally start to get it. I get it so much that I went back home, and I did not start my business. So I went back home. I thought I got it. But then when the restaurant kicked back in, I had to start working in the restaurant. So I was like, okay, I got it, but I didn't get it that much. I got to get back to work. So a couple months passed by. I did not go to North Carolina. I did not go to Region. The whole year didn't do anything. But I found out that I was already a Market America distributor. I was like, how did I find out how am I a distributor? What happened? How am I here? So what happened was that I give my mom a credit card to buy things all the time. Whatever she wants to buy, I give it to her. So this one day, she asked for the credit card because she wanted to buy a new purse. I gave it to her. And then 9 months later, she said, congratulations, it's your birthday, you're in the business. Best decision ever. Best choice she ever made because I'm so happy to be here. Then after that, when I started putting my nose to work and I started putting myself to work and grinding and growing this business, I understand why she did it. Sometimes family members, sometimes people that care about you understand a little bit more than you do. They just see it, right? So she got me involved in the business. I got started. I fell in love with the people around me growing the business, and that's why I show so much gratitude for this company, for the people that surround me, for my team Flushing, for Philadelphia team, for YNS, Team Philly. And at the end of the day, guys, we always talk about belief. We talk about you have to believe in yourself, you have to believe in this. Forget that. Forget belief. You have to just know. You have to know in your heart. You have to know in your mind. You have to know in your soul that there's nothing else except the only option is to succeed. And that's it. And you just got to know it. What is the difference between knowing and believing? You could believe in God. That doesn't mean you're going to church. You could believe in God. That doesn't mean you're going to pray. But if you know God exists, what happens? Nobody could change your mindset. You just know. So in this business, guys, at the end of the day, you guys just have to know, right? And this is what I knew. I knew from the very first day when it started with 3 of us that we were going to reach success. The next step that we took is that we went to Jim Winkler's first local. That was our first local. There was 5 of us. We brought a couple guests. There was about 12 of us. Jim Winkler's next local, a year and a half later, about 18 months, 130 people at Jim Winkler's next local. And that's what I knew. And I'm telling you guys this, know in your heart, know in your soul, just know it, guys, that success is the only option, and the only way to reach it is, like I said, the reason that I'm here is because of these tickets, this event, the people that surround you. Get your ticket, guys. Take a chance on yourself. Know that you're worth more than what you're worth right now, and let's reach success together. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys at the top.